The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Fights off a defender. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Running into the open space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% of this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just trying to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fall.
They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job. Hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets rid of it. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Allard. They're setting up the screen. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Bounced off his feet. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded.
I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
On the run, it's Hughes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Behind his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Dinkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's slow. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short game. Is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are on the move. To throw, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick completion to the right. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Moore will throw. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. So now it's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Allard. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll keep it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking for space. It's Hughes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. Bears the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game,